Come on in, come on in. We're going to start in a few minutes. I'm going to give everybody a chance to come on in with us. I don't own any rights to this music. Let's see, this is African drum music, tribal beats. It says it's by Shaman Dance. I like it. I hope you like it. We're just gonna let it play till we can get everybody in. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to tag a few people. I love the drums. I love the drums. Come on in, boys and girls. Come on in, parents. Come on in for this special story time in honor of Black History Month. Hey, Lolita. Thank you for joining us today. We're just gonna give a few more minutes for boys and girls to join us. I've got a great story to share with you today. I love it, I love it, I love it. It's Black History Month. Okay, it's 12:01. Yes, I'm drumming, Lolita. I wish I could play the drums like that. Come on in. We're waiting for a few more people to come on in. It will be a great story time for you today. I'm excited to share the story I have for you today. We're going to give it a few more minutes. We've got a lot of babies at home today in the South because it's a holiday and you're at home, so let's get them on to join Mama Throat for a story time. All right. Let's see, I think I'm going to cut my music down and get started. Hello, boys and girls. A lot of you may know who I am already, but just in case if I have some new people that don't know who I am, my name is Merdine Elizabeth Begonia Robinson. But everybody that know me call me Mama Throat. So you can just call me Mama Throat. And I have an awesome story to share with you today. It's a great story about two sisters that have made their mark in history. And I believe you know these two girls. They are on the tennis court, or should I say they've made their mark on the tennis court. And we know them as Venus and Serena Williams. So the story I'm going to share with you today, boys and girls, I think I need to get this music down some more. Let's get it on down. Okay. The story I'm going to share with you today, boys and girls, is Sisters and Champions. It's the true story of Venus and Serena Williams. Let's get started. And I hope you stick around to the end of the story because I have something else I'd like to share with you. Okay, here we go. No one ever laughed at Richard Williams, at least not to his face, when he told people about Venus and Serena and the special things his two daughters would do. They would wait for him to leave, and then they would laugh because they said that he was saying things that were just impossible. No one believed what Mr. Richard Williams had to say about his daughters. Okay. The Williams family lived in Compton, a real tough, sometimes scary part of Los Angeles. When Venus and Serena were 4 and 3, Richard bought them tennis rackets, believing tennis treated girls more fairly than other sports, and if his hunch was correct, that his girls would have an athletic advantage that would change the sport forever. Richard didn't know anything about tennis, but it didn't stop him from saying the wildest things. He told everyone his little girls, not one, but both of them, would be champions. And the laughter would start. Now, you all let me know if those drums are still too loud, okay? Because I will cut them down some more. I want to make sure you can hear the story. They laughed because Venus and Serena were black. And black people, they said, weren't supposed to play tennis. They laughed because Venus and Serena weren't rich. And people without money, they said, weren't supposed to dream so big. They laughed because Venus and Serena came from Compton, and no tennis champions ever came from such a tough neighborhood. They laughed because it was hard enough for one person in a family to become world famous, but two? But the sisters, Mom and Dad, said differently. They said the sisters were made of special brown skin and wonderful eyes, of big smiles and bigger hearts, and when it came to tennis, a kind of magic. Just wait, their dad would say. You'll see. The girls were so different from each other. Venus was quiet and competitive, protective, just like a big sister. Serena was forceful, stubborn, and even more competitive, just like a little sister. Yes, these sisters were also best friends. When Venus was 12 and Serena 10, the family moved to Florida so that the sisters could focus even more on tennis. And soon a whole new group of people were talking about them. Have you heard about them? Tennis fans would gossip. I think the big sister's name might be Venus. Everyone is saying she's the next American superstar. And get this, someone told me her little sister might even be better. Yet not all the talk was friendly. The sisters were different. Their skin was different. Their hair was different. Venus was tall, really tall. And the way the sisters hit the ball so hard like the boys, even harder than the boys, was different. In ways big and small, people reminded them of being different every day. Their father wouldn't let his girls play junior tournaments, even though everyone played juniors. He made them focus on school instead. People said Dad was hurting his girls. Dad said he had a plan, that they were a family and families always stick together. Stick together they did. Venus and Serena grew even closer as they outworked the other girls. Every day they would hit 200 balls, then 300, then 500, then 1,000. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of balls to be hitting. Each day the sisters would sweat and sweat. Dad painted a sign for them that read, "If you fail to prepare properly, you prepare to fail." They worked hard. My goodness, they worked hard. That's what you call dedication. No one laughed at the girls' father anymore because his dream was becoming real. Venus was only 14 years old when she turned professional. In her very first tournament, she almost beat one of the top-ranked players in the world. It would take Venus 4 years to win her first professional tournament. Still a teenager and already a champion. Yet, it wasn't just Venus who won. Serena became a champion at the very same tournament. How? Venus and Serena played as teammates in double tennis. Serena was only 16 years old when the sisters won as partners. Both sisters wanted to be considered the best in the world. Although for that to happen, only one of them could win in the end. One would have to lose. There was no avoiding it. The 1998 Australian Open was the first time they played against each other as professionals. Big sister Venus won. In Rome and in Miami the next year, Venus won again and again. Not until Serena turned 18 did she beat Venus for the first time. Oh, they're doing some big things. Some big things. All that hard work paid off, boys and girls. When you work hard and commit, it pays off. The girls became young women. Their parents always said they were special, made of magic and big hearts. Soon the sisters dominated the biggest tennis championship in the world. The Australian Open, the French Open, Wimbledon, and the U.S. Open. Venus won Venus won Wimbledon 5 times and the U.S. Open twice. Serena would win all 4 tournaments in a row and nickname it the Serena Slam. The sisters were so good they seemed to lose only to each other. How about that, boys and girls? They were so good that they only lost to each other. In February of 2002, Venus was ranked #1 in the world. 6 months later, it was Serena's turn to be #1. It is the only time in history 2 sisters or brothers were ranked 1st and 2nd in the world. My, that is an achievement. That is groundbreaking, boys and girls. Another of their father's dream had come true. Mr. Richard Williams' another dream came true. Let me let you see the picture. They're 2 young women now. 2 young women. Still, it hurts so much to play against each other. Neither sister wanted to see the other lose. When they competed for a championship, Mom and Dad could barely watch it. They could hardly stand to watch them play against each other because they were so close. So Venus and Serena continued to play as a double team. And if playing one of the sisters was tough, together they were unbeatable. They won all of the major double championships, at least twice. They played together for America in the Olympics 4 times, winning 3 gold medals. And as partners, they were the best in the world. My goodness! Are there any Venus and Serena fans out there, boys and girls? This is amazing to read their true story. Then Venus began feeling weak. Doctors told her she had a disease, one she would have for the rest of her life. It could appear at any time and steal her energy. People began talking again. Is Venus' career over? Then Serena suffered a foot injury and had problems with her lungs. Doctors said she too might not be able to play tennis anymore. She wound up missing a full year and lost her #1 ranking. People were talking once more. The Williams sisters will never again be champions, they said. My goodness. It had to be difficult to go through that for both of those girls. And it had to be even more difficult to hear the people say those things. But, as their parents knew, these sisters had magic in them. And the true magic of Venus and Serena Williams is that they never quit. Boys and girls, you gotta be like Venus and Serena. Even when you're having a hard time, don't give up. Don't quit. They never stop working. And they both returned to play tennis. How about that? The year Serena returned to tennis, she won the singles tournament at the Wimbledon, and the sisters together again won the doubles championship. Isn't that amazing? Serena continued to win and win and win. Almost too many trophies to count. More than any women's tennis player in history. And people were talking again. Now, they said, Serena was one of the greatest athletes, boy or girl, in history. maybe the best ever. They came back to that after being sick. The Williams sisters have a new magic now. Other little girls with special brown skin and wonderful eyes and big smiles want to play tennis too. Venus and Serena are still best friends. They will always be family. Sisters who grew into champions. My first job, Venus says, is big sister. And I take that very seriously. That's amazing. She said her first job is being a big sister. And she takes that very serious. So that means no competition on the tennis court could ever come between them. Tennis is just a game, Serena said. Family is forever. Isn't that a great picture? That was such a great story. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed reading it to you, boys and girls. Sisters and Champions, the true story of Venus and Serena, written by Howard Bryant and illustrated by Floyd Cooper. And that's the end of that story. Well, I tell you, boys and girls, I am excited about that story. It's a true story, and it is something that marked history. Isn't that awesome? So now I want to share something else with you that I told you I wanted to share with you that's also a part of Black history. Let me see if I can find it right quick here. Let's see. And some of you may have heard of this already, and some of you may have not. But I'm going to see if I can pull it up for us. Let's see. Okay. Before I let it play, let me tell you a little bit about it. First of all, it's about what is called the Black National Anthem. Do you know what the title or the name of the Black National Anthem is, boys and girls? It's called Lift Every Voice. Can you say that, boys and girls? Say it after me. Lift every voice. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the history of Lift Every Voice. First of all, Lift Every Voice was written by James Weldon Johnson in 1900. Now, that's a long time ago. But did you know that Lift Every Voice originally was written as a poem? Yes, it was. It was written as a poem. James Weldon Johnson was a poet. He was an educator. And he was a civil rights activist. And he wrote the Black national poem, Lift Every Voice. However, his brother, John Rosamond Johnson, set music to Lift Every Voice a little time after that. So that's two names in history right there as well. James Weldon Johnson, who wrote the poem Lift Every Voice, which is considered our Black national anthem, and his brother, John Rosamond Johnson, who set the poem to music. And so with that in mind, I want to play it and hopefully sing a little bit of it to you, and maybe you can sing it with me as well, okay? Let me get it going here. Ooh, I got it up loud enough for you to hear it. Can you hear it, boys and girls? Here we go. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Come on, sing it with me again. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Come on, sing it with me, boys and girls. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Oh, sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Boys and girls, I have enjoyed this story time in honor of Black History with you today. I hope that you'll remember something that I shared very special. Number one, don't give up even when you're going through a testing time. Keep trying, keep committing yourself. And just like Serena and Venus, keep believing that you can do what you need to do. Don't you quit and don't you get faint. Even if you might feel sick or don't feel the energy that you need to feel. And it's so important to have somebody to believe in you, just like their father Richard Williams did for them, right? So keep on being encouraged, facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Have a very, very blessed day, boys and girls. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you for everyone that joined me today.